Assalamualaikum and good morning. Today we are going to do a presentation about the group project assignments for subject CSM 3401 IoT Computing. The group members consist of SYAFIQAH NABILAH binti Muhammad Nur HISHAM, Nur QHISTINA HUDA binti ABDUL LATIFF, and Nur KAMALIA SOFEA binti Nur AZLIN. Executive summary. This project's primary purpose is to encourage students to explore IoT technology and implement it in their lives. Students need to use software and hardware to solve the requirements stated in the assignment instruction. The purpose of this project report is documentation proof of our group assignment, and it will describe how each project is solved. This report also contains introduction section, methodology, result and discussion, and conclusion. Introduction. In this group assignment, we are assigned to do 2 projects required to increase our learning experience in this group assignment. Project 1 is about how we will design the circuit using the component listed to build a circuit that can control the dim of the LED using potentiometer. Project 2 is more advanced than Project 1 since it requires us to connect to the cloud and send notifications to our phone on certain conditions.
Okay, for the problem statement, we have 2 projects here. For the project 1, we have the street light that have yet to be built in a certain resident area. This will make the road extremely dark at night and endangering the safety of the local resident. So for the project 2, we have business that involved with the food storage that not have an accurate temperature and humidity reading, and they also have a lack of how to get accurate data that will cause the food being stale, moldy and inedible. So the business will bankrupt if the food cannot make the sale. For the objective, we have 3 parts. The first part is to design a project that can control the dim of LED using potentiometer. The second one is to develop a project that can read and retrieve the temperature and humidity of the current environment from the favorite IoT cloud. The third one is to receive message via Telegram when temperature exceeds 29 degrees or when humidity falls below than 70. Okay, for the proposed solution, we have 2. For project 1, since our project 1 is about controlling the dim of LED, controlling the brightness of the street lights can be implemented. For this project, the street light turns on when it's needed and dims and eventually turns off when it's not. Currently, built-in street lights are always on at night, even if no one is passing by. This is a major energy loss that has to be fixed. Therefore, the brightness of the light can be adjusted as they turn on when road users are detected and become dim when no one is there. So for project 2, our project is about reading the temperature and humidity of the current environment. This project can be implemented because of the reading of the temperature and humidity, and the data is accurate based on the current environment. Currently, the business that are involved with the food storage have a problem to detect or not have an accurate data about the temperature, and all the data not update from time to time. This is one of the problem which result in the company going to bankrupt, and as this project can detect all the time and the data can be stored in the cloud. So it is easy where this project involves the Wi-Fi and will notify you when something goes wrong with getting an alert message from the Telegram.
Methodology for Project 1. First step, we need to list all the requirements from the project statement, where the requirements are to design a circuit and to program a code using UPyCraft to control the dim of LED using the potentiometer. Step 2, we need to gather all the components required for the circuit, which are ESP32 and USB micro B cable, potentiometer, breadboard, jumper wire, resistor, and LED. Step 3 is to design the circuit. We design the circuit as shown to ensure that we can perform all the requirements. Step 4, we will start to code the program, and we code the program using UPyCraft. Step 5, we run the code using the UPyCraft, then click the connect button and run the program to see the result. And step 6, we adjust the LED brightness using potentiometer. This step will make sure to use a potentiometer for adjusting and controlling the LED brightness.
Assalamualaikum, my name is NABILAH and I will explain on methodology for project 2. Step first is list all requirement. In this step, we will list all the requirement from the project statement. So here is the requirement needed for complete this project. The first one is we need to make sure the device is connected to Wi-Fi network. And second, we need to make sure the device is read temperature and humidity of the room. Third, the store temperature and humidity data to the Favor IoT cloud. And lastly, set a condition when temperature exceeds 29 degrees or when the relative humidity falls below 70, and it will send a notification to our phone. Second step is to gather all the components needed to finish this project. So we need ESP32 and USB micro B cable, DHT11 or 22, which is a device or a sensor to detect temperature and humidity. And we need a Favor IoT free account. And lastly, we need a Wi-Fi connection. Step 3 is design circuit. We will design circuit suitable to the requirement. So as you can see in this picture, we have designed this circuit to make sure all the requirements can be fulfilled. So here we have sensor DHT11 that we poke into the breadboard. We also have 3 jumper, male to female, that we connect to our ESP here, and we also have USB type B to connect to our laptop. So for step 4, we need to coding the program. So we will coding the program suitable to the requirement. And then we go to the step 5, which is a setup Favor IoT account. We need to set up new project, application, group and device in the Favor IoT in order to make sure all our data is uploaded into the cloud. And this step have been taught in our lab module. So step 6 is we will create a Telegram bot. So we will use Telegram as our medium to receive notification from Favor IoT platform. So the first picture here you can see is, firstly we find a bot folder in Telegram. You can search by its username, which is a bot folder, and then we follow all the instructions. Firstly, we must do a command new bot to create a new bot, and then we go through the next instruction, which is to choose our project name, bot name, sorry. Okay, so we set it as project 2, and then we select a username for our bot, and I choose IoT Project 2 board. And then after we receive the API token here, we will use it in our next step. On step 7, we will set rule in favorite platform. So I will explain how I set the rule for favorite platform. Rule is for to set a condition to let the platform send notification to our Telegram. So we need to set a condition to let the platform know when it need to send the notification. So this is the form to set a rule. So firstly, we have a rule name here, so we put it as exit temperature, and then for rule description we put it as project 2 IoT, and then select the device, and then we set the rule is which is stream.temperature above 29. And then we on the then field we select send telegram, and then API token here is where you put your API token that you are get from creating the board, and then you click capture ID, and then it will auto generate the tool. So for the message, you can set a message to send to our Telegram, and the rule trigger, because I have a one rule here, I will set the rule trigger for 1, and then click on activated, and then click update or create.
For the result and discussion for project 1, after setting up the circuit using all the components, recording the program suitable to the requirement and start writing using UPCraft apps. After write the code as shown in the appendix 1, then click the connect button and run the program to see the result. We use a potentiometer and controlling the dim of the LED brightness. So this is the project 1. So this is all the component that needed. There is ESP32 and the USB micro B cable. Second is potentiometer. Third is breadboard. Fourth is jumper wire. 5 the resistor, and 6 is the LED. After all the component is ready, so we design a circuit as shown as below, and the circuit will, the LED will bright up, and we will see the code. This is the code, and after we run it, it will go like. So this is the code for the project 1. So we try to run the code, and the result is shown as below. So this is the result for this project 1. That's all from me. After run the code, the LED will bright, and we can control by using the potentiometer.
Result and discussion for project 2. So at the end of this project, the data is then uploaded and can be retrieved from the Favor IoT cloud after connecting to Wi-Fi network. It will also send alert message from cloud to Telegram, as we had set the Telegram as the medium to receive the notification. Next, I will show you how we set up the circuit for project 2 and how the Telegram receives.
The DHT11 sensor is wired to the ESP32 development board as shown in the picture. After connecting the ESP32 into the UPCraft, the code is written as shown. After we download and run the code, the network configuration, the humidity, and the temperature is shown as the output. At the same time, the data is uploaded and streamed on the Favor IoT platform. Each reading is updated every 5 seconds.
Okay, in order to fulfill the requirement to send notification to our phone, we decide to use Telegram as our medium to send notification. Okay, let me try run again. Okay, now you can see the notification is here into our board. So here is our data and our device name and the message that we have set in the rule. Okay, that's all for the rule part.
Before we end our presentation, we can conclude that Internet of Things IoT has become the center of attention. Everywhere we go, we can find IoT that make our life easier. Project 1 has illustrated us that the brightness of LED can be controlled by ourselves using potentiometer. Project 2 teaches us to use the cloud to store and upload data. In addition, it also teaches us how to send notification from cloud to Telegram board. This project also helps us enhance our knowledge and gain real-time experience as we do the project by ourselves. I think that's all from all of us. Thank you and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.